We were talking about loneliness in men and mental health crisis that every man, we would say most of the men these days are suffering because it's a silent struggle. No one says anything about it. It may be your father, it may be your brother, it may be a companion that you are working with. They are going through internal conflict day in and day out, but there's no one to share things. You know what happens when you suppress your emotion a lot? That burst out. Comes a time when you will be feeling that everything is gonna burst like a volcano, and the emotion pent down in form of aggression, in form of irritableness, in form of any kind of drug abuse. What usually we have seen that men these days are not sharing anything. Why? Because the society has created a stigma that men should always be brave, men should be always strong. Why? Because they are the provider and they are the protector. So these things definitely comes in the way when it comes to expressing yourself. Expressing yourself is not weakness, but it's a better way of managing your emotion and living a very healthy life. But if you don't express it, there are chances out there that you're gonna suffer a lot, from mental health problem to suicide these days. Why are men doing suicide these days? Obvious reason, there are a lot of things that is going in their head, but there's no one to share about. We have heard of a lot of cases where men had committed suicide, and suicide is not the first step. Actually, it's the last stage of depression. When things go out of hand, when you start feeling worthless, hopeless, helpless, then you have no choice but to give in to the life. And usually what happens, that emotion pains are so much heavy that it's better to get the physical pain that happens. So it's our responsibility, all of us guys, that we create a safe environment where we share things out. Sharing is not weakness, it's a strength that you love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, I don't think anyone will care about you. Look at your right, look at your left. Everyone is going through the mental health crisis these days. So the first thing you need to do is you need to take care of yourself, express yourself, create that environment, set some boundaries, involve in effective coping mechanism, take help if necessary, but love yourself first. Then only you'll be able to love those around you, guys. So stay tuned for more.